All right, there's a short sidebar. I want to bring back in, still with us, celebrity civil litigator John Phillips. John, talk to me a little bit about closing arguments and the reality of splitting them between two different attorneys who have been representing the party, because we know Stephen Owens has no more remarks, but his co-counsel James Egan is now going to take over closing argument. Good idea or not?
We do it sometimes. You know, typically in a plaintiff's case, like in Florida, we get two bites at the apple. So we get rebuttal. No, they'll have it here. And that's where you see a natural split. But four lawyers doing closing isn't very common.
Yeah, you know, I kind of thought the same thing as they're all getting up there, and they obviously have different pieces of the closing that they want to deliver. But again, here was a question from a viewer that was a really great one. Do you think the closing argument really makes a difference? Do you think these jurors, after sitting through hearing all this evidence, already have an idea in their mind of what they believe the truth to be?
It depends on the closing argument, okay? Generally, I think they do have, you know, they all are leaning, but they want that moment, right? The closing argument is the bow. It's when we actually get to talk to a jury and use argument, use you know, flowery words to seal the deal. And there's been some of that, but it's been kind of you know, off the cuff, a lot of misspeaking, Lady Justice versus Lady Liberty. You know, when you're doing that, let's just get to the end. You know, but here's the thing, and they started it off. This is court TV, right? So they all want their chance internationally to speak.
You're right, and I agree with that. And I also, though, believe the power of persuasion. There is a technique and a way to be very persuasive, and it may be being authentic in delivering the closing in the way that I think these attorneys have been very authentic, true to themselves, may speak to the jury. We don't know for sure, but we do know this. They are back in